Is Congressman Keith Self. He sits on the House Foreign Affairs and House Veterans Affairs committees. Thank you, sir, for coming on. Let me just stay on that topic of pricing, of paying for gasoline at your gas stations. AAA has it at $3.54 a gallon. 10 days ago, it was $2.99. This is hitting Americans at a difficult point. Affordability was always a major topic of the Trump administration, of Republicans. There is seemingly some losing of the grip, if you will, on affordability as these prices continue to rise. It's going to be hard to ignore, sir.
Look, the world is safer because of what President Trump and our military are doing in Iran. Let's set that as a marker. Because, look, Americans have not seen deprivation since World War II, a rationing. So this minor blip in cost will come down as soon as we finish the job in Iran. So I just tell Americans, stay the course because these few cents in gasoline, yeah, I know it hurts our middle class, but we are rebuilding our middle class through the One Big Beautiful Bill. Secretary Besson is talking about the money that people who have already filed their IRS returns are getting back. This is a minor blip. Stay the course. Iran will be done soon. Stay the course, and we'll see the prices come back down.
And Secretary of War Pete Hegseth echoing that very statement. Take a listen to what he said earlier this morning.
It's a laser-focused, maximum authority mission delivered with overwhelming and unrelenting precision. No hesitation, no half measures. As President Trump declared yesterday, we're crushing the enemy in an overwhelming display of technical skill and military force. We will not relent until the enemy is totally and decisively defeated. But we do so on our timeline and at our choosing.
Congressman, the administration has said over and over it's not the Iranian people that is the enemy here. This is a fanatical religious regime. We're seeing radical Islam. We saw it play out right here in the streets of New York City. Those two men, they said they were inspired by ISIS. They're waving the finger, the universal sign, using the same material, saying we will not stand by while our prophet is insulted. You're in Texas, where there is a growing concern of Sharia law, of an Islamic takeover. Is that hyperbole? Should we be concerned that we are being invaded and that there is some sort of takeover happening here of radical Islam?
Absolutely. I am at ground zero in North Texas. Numbers of mosques being built, numbers of schools being sold to Muslims. They intend to take over, and they have gone on the verbal offensive, saying that is their mission, because that is their mission under the Quran, to wage war against non-Muslims. Absolutely. There is no hyperbole here. In fact, we are behind the power curve. We have got to make sure that now the people of the Muslim law are deported. In Minnesota, they are committing fraud. We need to make sure that if they are not full citizens, they need to be deported. I'm at ground zero. People need to understand just how important this issue is. In my mind, there are two existential threats to the self-governing Republic of the United States. One is the national debt, and two is the rise of Islamization in the United States, Sharia law, as you called it.
I want to move to the partial government shutdown that we are in the midst of now. The Homeland Security continuing not receiving money, no wind in sight. Democrats doubling down on their anti-ICE demands. But President Trump also refusing to give in, saying he will not sign anything into law until the Senate passes the SAVE Act. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries had this to say. Listen.
Completely and totally out of control group of people. It's the reason why we are in a DHS shutdown right now, because Republicans have refused to agree to the type of bold, transformative, meaningful, and dramatic reforms we are demanding in order for the Department of Homeland Security funding bill to move forward. And I won't go through all of the demands, much of which we've talked about repeatedly in the public, but one of those demands is keep ICE out of sensitive locations. And we've defined that as schools, houses of worship, hospitals, and polling sites. We want an explicit prohibition that ICE can go nowhere near any polling sites in the United States of America. It's one of our demands. We're not going to bend on it.
If he doesn't bend on that, sir, that means no funding for Homeland Security, specifically right now, obviously TSA, Coast Guard, Secret Service, and that will continue. It doesn't sound like Democrats are budging, and it does sound like they're blaming Republicans, even though many of their demands actually have already been met.
They are gaslighting Americans. That's all they're doing. You notice what he emphasized twice, polling places. That's because their illegal voters are there. They must have them. They won't win another election if the 11+ million illegal immigrants are deported back, repatriated back to their country. That's why they emphasize polling places. The rest of them are a distraction. Polling places give you the key to the Democrats. They are gaslighting Americans. It's all he's doing because he needs those illegal voters.
Right, and by
the way, ICE is funded. ICE is funded,
right.
So they're keeping the Coast Guard, TSA, other functions that protect Americans. That's what is unfunded, not ICE.
Right. So this does seem performative, and I was trying to do some deep research, and I haven't found a single time where ICE agents stormed a school, stormed a hospital, stormed a religious house of worship. The Democrats did that with Don Lemon, or a polling site that they stormed it. So I'm not really sure what Hakeem Jeffries is referring to. So Congressman Keith Self, sir, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.